President Bill Clinton and a Fox News contributor, Ian Pryor, Communications Director for American Crossroads. It's nice to have you both. We didn't have, obviously, a live camera, Doug, for some of those comments, so we're just, full screening them as best we can for our viewers. Hillary Clinton went on to say that the campaign desperately tried to present the facts about the Russians to the press, but the media ignored them. Is that why she lost, Doug?
Not from my point of view, no. I think she lost because she didn't have a compelling economic message to downscale working-class whites in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Her numbers kept dropping, and I don't think it was inordinate fear of the Russians or obsession with Jim Comey that did that. I think it was the fact that, frankly, Secretary Clinton ran in a campaign that focused on California and New York and really ignored the electoral path to victory, which ultimately Donald Trump won.
Did you get an invite last night, Doug? I'm just curious.
I don't think so. I'm not expecting.
I know you've worked with the Clintons for a long time, so
I'm not expecting any special invitations.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
For now, Ian, a segment of the population could be argued was dismissed by the Clinton campaign during the campaign season. Do you think this is sort of a second dismissal by Democrats of voters?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, when Hillary Clinton came out with her basket of deplorables comment, I think it was really a turning point in the race, and it represented everything that is wrong with Hillary Clinton. She just didn't have the right message. She wasn't the right messenger. I'll tell you, I think smart Republicans were relieved when someone like Joe Biden got out of the race, because there is somebody that would have more likely been able to keep together the Obama coalition and reach working-class white voters in a way that Hillary Clinton never could, because quite frankly, she's about as inspiring as a rainy day.
Okay, but let's step away from the politics for a moment and go to kind of maybe a bigger picture, Doug, which is, okay, there's a lot of politics at play. You have this Russian story. You have the former candidate for president coming out and say, that's why I lost. And again, sort of dismissing a certain segment of voters. And I'm just wondering how the message of 2016, that really, all things are possible, and we have some new energy coming into the White House. It's being overshadowed by this Russian story, the blaming on another country and interference in the election process.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think there's an even bigger story, which is what the Russians arguably did in America as part of a overall strategy to destabilize the United States, Western Europe, Ukraine, the Baltic states, and as we've seen tragically in the last few days, Syria through the conquest by Assad's forces of Aleppo. Bottom line, we're in a asymmetrical war with the Russians and potentially the Chinese too, and I wish we'd get off talking about hacking or non-hacking and talking about what we're going to do about Russian aggression.
Let's just do that. A quick final question to you, Ian. How does Donald Trump, President-elect Trump, rise to the occasion now and confront not only taking, taking the office, but also leading?
Well, I think he's well positioned to do that. I think his cabinet selections show that he's rising above the campaign. He's appointing people that, some of them were allies, some of them weren't. He's talking to Chuck Schumer. There was an article that came out today. Look, I think he's going to do, what is necessary to try and bring this country together, and I think he's going to leave the campaign behind. And Democrats, if they're smart, will stop relitigating the 2016 election, figure out how to work with Donald Trump on things they can work with him on, and where they have to oppose him, they oppose him. But relitigating the election is not going to do well for anyone, especially Democrats.
It's sort of a fragile time as one president leaves office, another one comes in, and there's a lot to watch over the next several weeks. Doug, Ian, great to have you both. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.